Hey YouTube, it's Libra Finesse here. Hope all is well with everyone. For everyone who is subscribed, thank you. For all who are new to my channel, welcome. And all who aren't subscribed, you just landed here by choice or by, I don't believe in coincidences, so by choice or the universe led you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you enjoy the content. So today I'm doing a snippet on my favorite YouTube tarot card reader. Well, I don't even know if she considers herself a tarot card reader, but yeah, am I tripping or not tarot? She's a tarot card reader. The Ghetto Nun. Her channel is Am I Tripping or Not Tarot. She posts every week for the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. That doesn't mean it's male and female, like, oh, females gotta watch divine feminine, males have to watch divine masculine. No, it's the energies within. We all possess a masculine and a feminine energy within us. It just when it comes out. But I watch both. I watch the divine masculine and I watch the divine feminine because I can resonate not with everything that's going on in it, but I find sometimes I can resonate more for that week with divine masculine, or at times if I go back and watch some of the divine feminine, at times I feel like I can resonate with that. It just all depends on what's going on in my life. She did a video and it was called Brewski. And the brewski refers to the coronavirus. But she didn't want to keep saying it, so she kept calling it the brewski. And I was like, I was weak. That shit was so funny. So it was a special edition also of Divine Feminine reading. So basically, beginning of the video starts off where she's talking about the coronavirus because everybody's freaking out about that. So she talks about how the stores are empty and it's flu season and just to be cautious. This is a consumer wake-up call. So this is something, and I'm not going to touch on it too much either. This is something that will be over when the higher ups say it's over. They started and they ended when they feel like it. She was talking about the stocks are down. Well, hell, they up now. Cottonelle, Clorox, Lysol, motherfucking Kleenex, all that shit is up now. Aquafina, Sam's Choice. I only drink Essentia water, but that, and you know what's so funny? When I went to the stores, that was like the only water on the shelf. And I'm like, it's some good water. It's got all the minerals and stuff that you need, and this is some good water. I love that water. But people were leaving that on the shelves and, racking up on everything else. So God was looking out for me because what I like was still there. When I go to the stores, what I like is still on the shelf. So take what you want from that, people. But she was talking about stocks being down. Now they're up. It was so funny because she was like 20 minutes in and she had to ask the intuitive, guides to change the channel because she felt like she was saying too much. And everybody knows how that works. You get to talking too much, YouTube shut your shit down, all of that. So it was so funny because I'm like, that's some shit that I would do. I would go within and be like, intuitive guides, spirit guides, angels, please help me. Let's change the channel. Let's talk about something else. And bam, we was talking about something else. So she went into divine feminine energy. Again, this is just energy. Sometimes it resonates, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes females have to go listen to the divine masculine energy reading, and sometimes males have to listen to the divine feminine reading because it's not gender specific. It's just energy within. And like I said before, we all possess those energies. So she was talking about the divine feminine for this week for, she says the next 7 days. Talking about feeling good. We're comfortable as fuck. We're refreshed, well rested, free. Maybe some of y'all having sex. That didn't apply to me. Boo hoo. She talked about hooking up with the past someone, and just people returning. And I've gotten that in a lot of the readers that I watch. Now the Mercury retrograde's over. I guess people are returning. The past is returning. Good, bad, or indifferent. It's up to you. She says there may be a person returning that you were on, your relationship was on the mends with them. And now they're returning in your life. You're feeling good either way, though. You're feeling good going and coming. You're feeling good. Okay, if they're coming into my life for good, we're going to be committed. We're going to do this. We're going to rock this thing out. Cool. You're good either way. If they're coming in with some bullshit, I feel like you're good because you're at a point where you're awakened and you can block that shit. Like, get out of here with that. I see that same shit a mile away. And like she said before, your relationship had been on the mend. So if it is somebody returning, it's good. If they're returning for a little while or a long while, it's good either way, because not Libra, we are, but Divine Feminine is high vibing right now. She talked about home being happy. I can resonate with that. My home is very happy. I'm at peace. I'm sleeping well. Just right now, the Divine Feminine ain't tripping about shit. Everything is good. You're feeling love. You're being loved. She talks about the journey that we've taken has paid off. Now, a lot of people can't resonate with that, or will not say they can't, but they will not at this moment in time. But I can, because I feel like, okay, I've been on a journey for some time now. Journeys are forever, but I feel like I started it as of recent, maybe, I'm not even going to say recently, I want to say maybe a year and a half ago, just really working on staying the path, just staying on the path, not being sidetracked and distracted. And granted, I have been distracted in many ways, but I always get back on the path. People go on a path, they stay on it, but sometimes you have a roadblock, or you run into obstacles, or whatever the case may be, and you do fall off your path sometimes. So she talks about the journey paying off now. You realize how far you've come. Who said that? I think it's Real Housewives of Atlanta, and maybe it's Cynthia. She's like, I only look back to see how far I've come. And that's the only time we should be looking back, is to see how far we've come. Don't look back for relationships or situations or circumstances or feelings, emotions. Don't look back for that. Just keep your eyes on the prize, and the prize is you, and you are on a journey. Keep your eyes on the prize, people. She also talks about this is an easy test for Divine Feminine, because we see through it. I can resonate with that because a couple weeks ago, I want to say like a month ago, I had the flu when this whole coronavirus was like really just starting up, from what I understand, because again, I don't watch the news. I'm really not into watching, 7, 9, 15, 11, whatever. I'm really not into the news like that. Like, I'll get on the media and see certain stuff, but other than that, I don't feed into it. So I had the flu like a month ago, right around Valentine's Day. I remember Valentine's Day, I was sick as a dog. So I had the flu, and I really didn't feel, I know how my body felt, but in my mind, I'm like, this ain't the damn coronavirus. Everybody's like, oh, it might be the coronavirus. And I'm just looking at them. Yeah, when you get it, it might be the coronavirus, bitch, but it ain't what I got. You can take that shit down the street somewhere, and I don't claim that on myself. And I'm like, please stop saying that. It's not the fucking coronavirus. But moving forward, I remember feeling so like just, my body, but I wouldn't let that affect me. Like, granted, yeah, I didn't go into clients' offices, but I would still get up in the morning and read. I would go sit on my patio and soak up the sun, because like between the hours of maybe like 7:30, 7:45 to like 8, I'm going to say till 9:15, the sun just beams on my patio. And I'm like, okay, if I don't really want to walk around or go do anything and be out away from people, let me go sit on my patio, take my book, take my tea, and I would just sit out there and soak up the sun. It was so therapeutic. But Ghetto Nun talks about this being an easy test for us, because, hey, we see through it because we're healthy. Divine Feminine sees through it because we're healthy. And she's not just talking about in a physical sense. She's talking about in a mental sense. Also, you have to remain healthy, and that will get you through a lot. Like, granted, I was down for about a week and a half, and it could have been a lot worse. People were telling me they were out for like 3 weeks, a month. It just had them down. But mentally, I'm healthy. Physically, okay, I had caught the bug and I had gotten the flu or whatever. But mentally, I am healthy. She talked about thanking God for our immunity. Again, Hell, if you don't have nothing else to be thankful for, be thankful for your immunity. Be thankful for the things that you may feel as small but are colossal to other people. A lot of people don't have their immunity up to fight off a sickness. Look how many people are dying because of this. So thank God for your immunity. She talks about believing, following our instincts, intuition, because this is preventative care on the spiritual side. Yeah, we go to the doctor, get checkups, have labs drawn and everything, but how are you on a spiritual side? What are your preventative care techniques on a spiritual side? Mine is daily affirmations. I have a routine in the morning where I get up and I read for about an hour, maybe longer. It just depends on the book. Just keeping my mind clear throughout the day, keeping my mind with positive stuff throughout the day, and not to say bad things don't pop in my head, because they do. Like, oh, what if this happens? Oh my God, that would be horrible. But then I quickly go back to, okay, thinking positive, thinking about all the joy and the attributes and the qualities of God and what he has blessed me with, and just looking at my life. I look around at my life and I'm truly blessed, and that's a reason to put a smile on my face. That's a reason to put the song in my heart. If you haven't got into the book, The Miracle Power of Your Mind by Joseph Murphy, please go. That is like the best investment I've made. Like, besides all my crystals and my chakra healings and all that, it's only $30. The book is, oh my God, the book is freaking amazing. And I also purchased the Think and Grow Rich book, collector's edition by Napoleon Hill. That was only $18. Like, these books are amazing. And a lot of people are like, I don't want to spend $30 on a book. Why not? Why not? You'll go spend $30 on a shirt? You go spend $130 on some shoes? Spend $30 on this book. It's freaking amazing. But that book gives me the preventative care, I need from a spiritual side. Like, I totally get it, because it's like a cleansing, and it gives you so many techniques and tools just to be great. It's a great book. The Nun also talks about energy siphoning from someone. Because you were healed, you can attract, you still attract things. When you're healed, you don't just attract the good, you attract a lot of things. And again, it's all in what you choose to entertain. She talks about divine feminine leaving bad shit on the outs. Like they say, as above, so below, as within, as without. Leave the bad shit on the withouts. Like, I leave all the bad shit on the outskirts of my mind. Sometimes it seeps in, but other times, like for the most part, the shit stays out. It has a gate, a barbed wire gate, and the shit just stay over there. I can see it sometimes, but I choose not to pay it any attention. She talks about just leaving bad shit on the outs. And in Love, she talks about someone coming back, even though the shit was fucked up. There was a connection, or there still is a connection. I don't really want to get into it, but I know a lot of readers talk about soul ties, twin flames, soulmates, all that good stuff. Tap into yours, see if this person is your twin flame, if they're your soulmate. It's a way to find out. Go within and find out. Get connected with spiritual teachers. Get a reading, get a tarot card reading to let you know more about this specific situation. She says, if you left someone, this is their awakening. And you'll be glad you separated yourself from that person. I can resonate with that, because I've separated myself from a lot of people, and I saw the good in it after the fact. Something kept nudging me like, okay, you just really need to let this person go. They're no good. The same shit keeps happening over and over and over again. It's just time to let go. And not a lot of people look at it that way. They want to hold on to things. But like they say, if you let it go and it comes back to you, okay, it was meant to be. Let shit go, because you'll be glad that you separated yourself from that person, from that situation, from that circumstance. She talks about spirit animals. Not spirit animals. She talks about animals. She was saying that someone is luring your animal with table food. And I'm like, wow. Like, I've known people to do that. I've known people, even after you say, please don't give my dog or cat table food. Because it has all the it has salt and all sugars and just shit that it's harder for an animal to process. But people still do it. Oh, here, little Pookie, here, take this, get out the Scruffy. And I'm like, I could totally resonate with that. I know I've seen people do it. I haven't had a dog. But I've known people who do that, and not only just with animals, with kids. My oh my god, my ex-in-laws, they used to do that shit with my daughter. I'm like, please stop giving her fucking whole pickles and 3 hot dogs, please and thank you. Like, I don't want her to be 3 years old, pushing 265. But they'll still, here you go, here you go. So we just had to take her out of that environment. Like, when we were living with them at the time. So of course they were doing, what they wanted to do. And I just could not stand it. When somebody asked me not to do something with their kids, you don't have to ask me twice. Okay, it's just not happening. I didn't like that. But hey, I'm not a grandparent yet, so I don't know how that is. But it would really piss me off. So I can understand what she's saying. The nun was saying it's just fucking disrespectful. Straight up. With your animals or kids, it's disrespectful. If you're luring my kid with table food that I'm asking you not to give them, or you're luring my animal in with table food that I'm asking you not to give, the shit is just super disrespectful. Moving right along. She talks about purchasing a new mattress and it was so funny to me, but I had to listen to it because some people are going to be coexisting. Either you're moving in with him, he's moving in with you, or you guys are moving to a new place, but you're bringing all of the furniture. You guys agreed to bring his bed, your microwave, his blender, your vacuum, his iron, whatever. But she talks about buy new stuff because energy lays in that stuff, especially beds, I believe. For energy purposes, it's like, get a new bed. I haven't experienced that because my last boyfriend who did live with me, my mattress was brand new. No other man had laid on that mattress. So I can understand that, though. If I'm with a man, or he's coming to live with me, or I'm coming to live with him, yeah, definitely we need to go ahead and invest, put them 2 racks on a new mattress, a whole new bed. Fuck mattress and box spring. I want a whole new bed. I want a whole new frame, headboard, footboard, mattress, box spring, mattress cover. I want new sheets, new blankets, new pillows. Hell, ain't nothing to go get some pillows. TJ Maxx, Ross, $25, a 2-pack of pillows. Come on now. And she talked about the energy, the items having that rat-ass, thought pocket-ass energy in it. You don't want that. You don't want that, man. Say your woman's moving in with you, and then, after a couple of weeks, y'all sleeping in that bed, and you start noticing she acting like straight Tatiana, bust it down, Tatiana. You like, what the fuck? Like, why you acting like that? That energy, the energy is real shit, y'all. Y'all better get it together. She talked about divine feminine manifesting despite everything. Like, divine feminine is the plug, okay? Divine feminine, like, I be looking like the man when I walk through. Hey, man when I walk through. Now watch me walk through. Like, divine feminine got it going on, okay? She says, keep certain things to yourself. I've known people who go out and tell everything, and then when something happens or something come up missing, man, I don't even know how that came up because you're running your fucking mouth. People talk too much, way too much. She says, keep certain things to yourself. Be smart, not selfish. Be smart, not selfish. It's a difference. And in these times, right now, what's going on, I don't feel like it's being selfish. I feel like it's being smart. If you know some shit and you know where to go get shit for you and your family, and you happen to not let a motherfucker know, okay, but hey, me and mine got to eat over here. Me and mine got to live over here. I'll tell you when I'm on my way back from there, hey, they got the water, go get it. But I got to get mine first. So I totally understand what she's saying. She's saying the divine feminine is the ish right now because divine feminine aided in someone else's awakening. Now they want to return. And I'm talking about return to favor with some flavor, if you know what I mean. I'm just kidding. But she talks about, like earlier in the video when she was talking about somebody coming back into your life, that relationship may have been on the mends, and since you walked away from them, this may be their awakening. This may be, okay, they see, okay, she not bullshitting. Let me get my shit together. And I feel like, and she said it too, I feel like when you do stuff like that and you let somebody go, so they can figure out themselves because the shit ain't working between you two, you'll both appreciate it. You'll both appreciate that. Like, okay, let go of Peter. Peter did his own thing. I did my thing. Now we're coming back together. We're coming back together awakened. We're both awakened. And that's amazing. She also talked about people finding someone with sense. Oh God, that shit just had me weak. I'm like, because everybody think they so smart. Everybody think they got all the common sense in the world. And then when you meet somebody who's like vibing like you, that's on the same like frequency as you, or even just thinks like you, it's like, damn, like where you been at, bro? Like, It don't even have to be a relationship type of thing. It's just like, damn, okay, this person just thinks like me. This person, I go to their house, they got damn near all the same shit as me. And I'm not talking about materialistic wise. I'm talking about like essentials. Okay? Like, damn, you stock up. I stock up too, bro. What it do? So that's what she talks about. Somebody finding someone with common sense, with sense and sensibility, people. Hello. My birthday's in October. I love gifts. I really do, all year long. And I feel like the gift is sometimes finding somebody with some sense. Like when I go out, because I rarely go out, but when I do go out and I meet people and they vibe like me, I'm like, damn, that's a gift. Like, I like that. It's like the gift to keep on giving, especially if you guys become friends. That is what's up. A person that is thinking like you. Not to say all the time you guys are going to be on the same wavelength. Not to say you're not going to have your disagreements or whatever, even as friends. But just to know somebody's mind is damn near pinging like yours. Like, I love it. I totally love it. The nun talks about wearing the color yellow to bring in good vibes. And it's so funny, when I was listening to this, I had on a dress with mainly yellow in it. It was a yellow, white, and blue dress. I love that dress. But it had yellow in it. And I'm like, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like, okay, this is my moment. I'm stepping into my moment for life. She referenced the Nicki Minaj song. Because she's like, divine feminine feels so good that we're out of the funk. If that applies to you, because not everybody has been in a funk. Me personally, I haven't been in a funk, but I know when I do get into a funk, stop the press. That shit ain't fun. But wear yellow, people. It brings out the good vibes. It helps bring in the good vibes and bring out the good vibes in you. She talks about divine feminine changing for the better, separate the wheat from the chaff. My mom always says that. She talks about remaining grateful. To me, the replenish is real, because, people are always out here. People are lately just going and buying all this shit and stocking up on stuff. And I feel like, shit, this is the shit that you should have already had in your house. Lysol wipes, bleach, Clorox. Like, this is the shit that you should have already had in your house. People were asking me, oh, did you go and stock up? No, because I keep, like, every month I go and buy that stuff. And sometimes I don't even have to buy it every month. If I have coupons or whatever, I'll double up on it at that time. So a lot of people are like, oh, I have to go and get this. No, you're just hoarding at that point, because you cannot tell me that all these motherfuckers lined up at Walmart like they giving away cash registers with no less than $1,500 in it, don't have nothing in their house. No, they're hoarding it. And that's very selfish of people right there. But to each his own, you learn, separate the wheat from the chaff, straight up. She talks about being thankful, not being bound by these earthly laws. Again, I feel like an earthly law is selfishness and just being bound by earthly laws. I'm sorry, I can't even think of the words right now, but just being bound by things of the earth, by things that may have been instilled in you from childhood. The earthly laws that your parents believed in, hell, they pass them on down to you. Now you believe in them. She talks about divine feminine. We've been working, so our orchards been had fruit. We're not panicking. We're not looking like, oh, we got to replenish all of this because it's going to be all gone and we don't know what to do. No, bitch, divine feminine been working, been planting the seeds, been sowing the seeds. So our orchards are plentiful. They are plentiful. We're not panicking behind no shit like this. She says, listen closely to your intuition. Just breathe through it all, she says. Just breathe through it all. Breathe through it all. She goes back to this person that's coming back, male or female, into your life. The person has come back to reconcile, but that person was foul. So now they're tucking their tail coming back, and she talks about, the male and the female driving each other crazy. I can resonate with that, because I know my ex drove me ape shit crazy. I drove him ape fucking shit crazy. And she talks about that person coming back to reconcile. I won't get too involved in my life, but if that person does come back to reconcile, cool, just don't be with the fuck shit. She also talks about how motherfuckers are prioritizing now, coming back to what's good. You may have let somebody go and they went back to that toxic bullshit, thinking, oh, because they got this right now and they look like they kind of got it going on right now. No, bitch, divine feminine always has it going on. Even when I don't look like have it going on, trust me, it's going on in the background and the shit is coming to fruition. People aren't patient. That's the problem with folks. But if you let that person go, Now they're prioritizing and trying to come back to what's good. She talks about be careful sleeping with the past, sleeping with somebody in the past. Because if you feel like that they're coming to you and they're delayed, it could be because they're healing. They need the time to heal. They want to come back clean. But be careful sleeping with them. And I don't know who that resonates for, but some people need to hear that. Shout out to Arache Love Tarot, I believe it is. She posted, I think it was last week, talking about people go get tested. And that's real shit. People walking around with diseases and shit for years at a time. And by that time, if the shit didn't lie dormant in your system for 2-3 years, you don't know who gave it to you. Because some people sleep around that much. They wouldn't know who. I mean, you got to go down a panel of 16 motherfuckers before you get to who gave it to you. That's a lot. So people get tested. Please get tested. And I'm talking about get tested and go back for the results. Don't come tell me, I got tested, nigga. Where's the paper? Where's the printout? And now they do it electronically. I know when I have my labs drawn with my doctor for my complete blood panel or whatever, get my iron up and stuff, it comes to me electronically. So, okay, you don't have to go back down there for the results. They'll let you know via email, bucko, when you can go back on. You can log on and look at the results, because I need to see some shit. I need to see it and run it back to my doctor like, what is this normal? Tell me, what is this, But she also talks about keeping your vibes high. Stop absorbing the shit on the news or the other media platforms. Stop absorbing the shit that people are telling you. Just stop it. Just stop absorbing that. We see shit on the news. It's on the news all fucking day. And then you get with your family, they talking about it. Then you looking on the media, they talking about it. I'm just like, I can't. I'm good. Like, I'm not going to keep putting that shit into my mind, because people are like a sponge now. They absorbing all that shit. And then it just makes it worse. Where they say, I forgot how the saying goes, where energy dwells something, but it just makes it worse when we focus on it. I'm not saying just ignore this shit, but God dog, it's running on the news from 7 to 9 and then from 11 to noon, and it's like, come on, people, that's just too much. Just stop absorbing all that. She even said, hell, she'll watch trash TV and like the Love and Hip Hop, Miami, Atlanta, New York, whatever the fuck, all that. I don't even watch that stuff, but I'd rather watch that than to sit and focus on, okay, the death toll keeps rising, and the domestic flights are being canceled, and the international flights are canceled, and the schools are closed. Okay, let's get past that. Please, I mean, it's nice to be in the loop and know what's going on, but no. She talked about things may not be moving in the now. You know how we are, us Americans, or us just human beings. We want shit. We want microwave results. I want to put it in for a minute, and I want it to come out piping hot, tender, and juicy like it's been in a crock pot for 10 hours. She said, but things are moving. Don't worry, but stop looking for the now, and just live in the moment. And before you know it, it'll be there. Don't worry or complain of what you don't have, is what she says. Be aware of who you're around. Low vibing people, low energy people. They complain, they nag, they bitch, they moan, they groan about stuff that they can't even change. Like, a lot of people are just they get so engulfed in shit that they can't change. And that's when the serenity prayer needs to be said. They need to walk around with that thing on their mind all day, because, just not even worry about what you can control, but just be in control of what you can control. Don't sit up and try to be in control of no other stuff that is totally out of your hands. She goes on to say, Libra, gang, we don't panic, we rationalize. And yeah, she said Libra, not divine feminine. She got into Libras because Libras are the only zodiac sign that are inanimate. They're not an animal. It's not a person. It's not an insect. It's nothing. It's just, Libra is the scales. We balance. And when we don't balance, we balance. And when we balance, we don't balance. That's just how Libras are. But she talks about Libra. We're not panicking. We rationalize. And I know a lot of people probably like, oh, there you go talking about Libra. Yes, the fuck, there we go talking about Libras, because Libras are amazing. You had your shot of Libra today? Moving right along. She talks about keeping your cool, being easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Money is on the rise. Ride the wave, she says. Trouble don't last. Trouble do not last, and people have to know that. Say the prayer. Keep this in your mind. This is what I say when I feel trouble is, coming upon me. Thou art my hiding place. Thou preserves me from troubles. Thou compasses me about with songs of deliverance. Think about that, people. Think about God when you feel like trouble is on the rise. Think about God. Like I said, all the attributes and all the qualities that God possesses, those are in you, people. Those things are the same things that are in God are in you. You are the God. Come on, people, wake up. But she talks about money being on the rise and riding the wave, and know that trouble don't last. Do not attract what the outside world has going on. She says, know what you have. Stay on your throne. And I'm not saying look down upon people, but stay on your throne. Like, oh, okay, look to the left, that's going on over there. Look to the right, that's going on over there. But I'm on my throne. Can I have some grapes, please? Grapes, please. She says, but beware of people using you because of what you have. Like, people in this world are straight opportunist people. And a lot of people don't see it. Or they'll miscategorize the shit. But know when you're working with some opportunists, people's true colors will shine through. She says, be aware of someone coming to you complain about their ex. I was like, fuck out of here with that shit. Like, if that person that she talks about earlier on in the video is the one who you guys, you have the relationship on the men's and you guys let go of each other. He went his way, you went your way. He so happened to get with Susan. Susan is just toxic as fuck. And then he comes back to you because he wants to come back clean and refreshed. But he's talking about his ex. Get that shit the fuck out of here. My thing is, like, don't try to rebound me because that bitch ain't shit. I've been the shit. That bitch wasn't shit. And you kept dibbling, dabbling like, oh, I think she's the shit. I don't think she's the shit. I think she's the shit. I don't think she's the shit. No, she just ain't shit, period. Ain't shit ass people, okay? Like, don't. You gotta beware of that. She talks about beware of somebody coming back to you to complain about their ex. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. And then she talks about some petty motherfuckers. Be aware of them trying to get close to you because they know you about it and you got it. Fuck me, you know I got it. Hey, I got it. People will do that. People will come to you and use you. Shit, that ain't nothing but somebody using you. Oh, because they know you about that life or you got that shit. You got what they want. You got what they need. They'll come to you. And they'll come to you looking sincere as fuck. Puppy-eyed, tail between the legs. And you'll be believing that shit. But watch out, because they true colors always shine through. She says, don't get distracted. And that's some shit that can distract you. A motherfucker coming in that really ain't for you. She says, divine feminines, we work, we're pretty, we keep calm. We bring down the level of frantics. Them frantic ass people. Our energy vibes so high that there's enough for others, and that's a beautiful thing. And that's why people gravitate to us. Me being a Libra personally, people gravitate to us. They love us because our energy is enough to go around at times. I'm not saying all the time because some days I suck up all my motherfucking energy. I need all this. Yep, give me that little glitter spot right there. I gotta lick my finger, pick it up. That's mine. Some days you need all your energy. But for the most part, Libras are so loving and caring and, comforting that our energy is enough for everybody around us. And you have to watch for people like that. She says someone is really sorry and they will apologize. So don't kick them while they're down, people. Do not kick them while they're down. Somebody's coming back. Because the other person's sex is garbage. I was like, what? No freaking way. Like, when she said that, I was like, shut the front door. Because a lot of people do that. I'm like, you knew the bitch sex was garbage when you went back over there. That's your choice, you went back over there. But to each his own. If you want to embrace that person, it is what it is. Sex is garbage. That's on you. Moving right along. She says when this person comes back, get clear about their past dealings with the other person. Are they still dealing with that person? That's what you really need to know. Are they still fucking with that person? Did they just come back to you because, they finally seen that person ain't shit? But some people have one foot in, one foot out. You need to know. And that's a deal breaker. Ain't nobody got time for that shit, for you to be running back and forth, teetering, tottering back from shit to sugar. What, you don't like sweet stuff? You like stank shit? Stay over there. You like sweet shit? Come on over here and stay. Like, you need to close the door behind you. Don't fucking come in and leave my goddamn door open. Close the door behind you. Lock that bitch. Yes. Like, come on, people. We gotta wake these people up. And it's funny because you have to teach a person how to treat you. And I've had to learn that. Sometimes the hard way. I've had to learn that. Like, I have to teach people how to treat me. No, you're not going to teeter-totter back and forth between me and Felicia, because sometimes Felicia looked like she got a little more than I got. No, that bitch don't ever got a little more than I got. I just don't let you know all that I have. So you'll think a bitch, ain't on her up and up, and then you run over to Felicia and bam. I'm like, you know what? Release the Kraken. Release the motherfucking Kraken. A bitch doing great. So people, watch out for that. So the outcome, she talks about being set free. We getting our beauty sleep. We well rested. Divine Feminine is just vibing. She talks about Divine Feminine not being able to do anything. This resonates with people who have small children because they're coddling and catering to their small baby. I used to do that with my first child. I would hold him brushing my teeth. I would hold him while I'm in the kitchen, making stuff. Like, I was always holding him, and that's not healthy, y'all. Y'all gotta let that baby let that baby cry sometimes. I believe in that. They strengthen their lungs up. Let them strengthen their lungs up. But she talks about Divine Feminine getting back to the money. It's Gucci. Everything is good. We can relax. She talks about with men, some male may be freeing himself to come to you, and it's sincere and it's genuine. Again, if that relationship was on the men's that we talked about earlier in the video, it's up to you to use your discernment. Use your discretion on, okay, how is this person coming back to me? Pay attention, people, because people show you. But we just don't pay attention sometimes because we be so excited, or, we get lost in the sauce. Shit, simple as that. She talks about people freeing themselves from jobs that they don't like. Being worry-free about money. Like, if you freeing yourself from a job, I know a lot of people who are doing that, and that's wonderful. It's not good to be somewhere where you're miserable, because how do you thrive? How do you grow if every morning you have to literally pull yourself up out of the bed, drag ass to work? It's not fair, because you can tell when people don't want to be at work. I visited places like offices and stuff, and you can tell the motherfuckers that don't want to be there. And it's like, damn, you bringing down the whole morale here. People are feeding off of that. So find what you like. Do what you like, people. It's good. It's all good. This universe is abundant. It's so many things for us to prosper off of. Just go out and find it. Ask for guidance also, people. She talks about being worry-free for money. She talks about Divine Feminines being compensated in a lovely way. So again, go find what it is that you like. Go find your passion. Go find your purpose. Shout out to Trentus Henderson. He has a purpose course at livingrealmnetwork.org, I believe it is. Check him out, though. He's on YouTube, Trentus Henderson, life coach. He has all kind of courses, how to start a YouTube, coaching sessions, purpose course, money course. Check him out. It's dope. But she talks about us being compensated in a lovely way. She said the gentleman wants to settle down. And this is the gentleman who has already soiled his oats. And shout out to all the men, the older men, because we don't really expect younger men to have soiled their oats yet, but all the older men, who have soiled their oats and know what they want and know that they're done playing games and know when they got a good woman. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, because those are the men that make women feel like they are the only woman in the world. Straight up. And I'm not saying that in a sense where, how am I trying? I can't even think of the word. I'm not saying it in a sense where he don't look. Everybody looks, okay? But he makes her feel like she is the only woman in his world. And that's dope. That is super dope. Super dope. But she also talks about he sold his oats. Go get your STD panel, buddy. And then y'all can start doing the do. Shoot. She talks about creating in your sleep. Your dreams are coming true. And that got me super excited, because I've been dreaming just vivid, lovely dreams as of like these past couple months. And they're coming true right in front of my face. She talks about angelic activity going on in your dreams, helping you formulate a plan. Again, people, find your purpose, find your way in life. It is amazing. She talks about the divine person, or the divine feminine, getting spiritual assistance. And not only the divine feminine, but the person that you may have walked away from. He or she may be getting spiritual assistance to approach you because they don't know how. They really don't know how to approach you. People, pay attention to your dreams. She talks about if there was a third party in this situation, they are getting left in the dust, but they're also trying to stop the union. I know that. And oh gosh, I know people who've gone through that. I've gone through that. Bitch is trying to do that little bullshit ass black magic. Get that shit out of here. But she doesn't win. And a person who's always operating out of the darkness never wins. Never wins. She talks about the person being guided to divine feminine because of their decision. Because their decision wasn't good. The divine feminine let them go previously so that they can see, okay, you want to keep running back to that? Go back to that. Go back to that and see how that worked out for you. And it didn't. So she talks about the divine feminine letting that person go so they can see what the decision that they made. You let them go so they can see that their decision wasn't good. And sometimes that takes time. Shit, that might take months, maybe a year. Who knows? The male she talks about knows that the divine feminine is a real bitch. He knows that the divine feminine is the real one, and they have a real bond. Shit just makes sense with the divine feminine and the person, whoever she walked away from, or that person who called themselves running off. It should just make sense. The divine feminine just got it going on right now. The divine feminine got that ooh wee is what she said, to be honest. And she talks about your dreams about this person have been true. So if you've been dreaming about the person that you have walked away from, or you had a relationship that was on the mends and you were no longer together, whatever dreams you had about that person, it was true. And that shit struck me like, oh crap, oof, you take the bitter with the sweet. She said that your person, divine feminine, is being manipulated. And until the karmic finds their next victim. So basically, this person, say the person that you were with and you walked away from her, they left you. They went back to whatever little karmic bullshit that they were going through, or they felt like she was doing better than you at the time. So bam, okay. That person is manipulating the person that's trying to get to you. And that person will continue to do that until they find their next victim. God, all I can do is say a prayer for that bitch, because that shit ain't cool. That shit ain't cool. You gotta put a spell on a motherfucker for him to love you and like you because you that dark, deep, and hurt. Hell no, I want a motherfucker to just love me because they love me. You don't have to put no spell or nothing on me to love me, and I don't have to put one on you to love you. But people do that. Open your eyes, people. Awaken to that shit. There's people out there that really do that. They put a spell on that person. That person don't know what the fuck be wrong with them. They don't know why they going through the shit that they going through. Get your body cleansed, folks. Chakra cleansing. But she talks about the divine feminine being shocked because that person underestimated the divine feminine. And now they see the divine feminine's transformation. And now they want a higher level of commitment, which is okay. She talks about not kicking somebody when they down. If somebody comes to you and they got their tail between their legs, don't tuck their tail even further and kick them harder. Don't be like that. But it's funny that how motherfuckers come around when they see that you're transforming, you're being better, because they underestimated you. The whole time you were better, but they didn't see the transformation. Now the transformation going on, they're like, oh, now I get it. I mean, hey, to each his own. We all get things at different times. It's levels to this shit. So I understand that. She talks about the other person not being able to get you off of their mind and, looking for marriage, looking to marry you. They want to level up themselves so that they can present you with the ultimate, which is marriage, which is that ultimate commitment, that ultimate union, which is marriage. And I think that's great. If that person really is coming back sincere, wholehearted, cleansed, and ready for marriage, hey, let's do it. Let's walk down that aisle. She says the whole world shuts down when y'all get together. And if you ever had somebody in your life like that, it is amazing. I dated somebody like that, where when we were together, I didn't see nobody else but him. I really didn't. And he didn't see anybody else but me. We focused on each other. We would be out in the public laughing, giggling, talk. We would just bust out laughing in public. And people were like, damn, what the fuck they laughing at? But we didn't care. Even on the phone, we would do it. Like in front of my kids, we would be laughing our ass off driving. We going somewhere. We just laughing. And my kids looking like, what the fuck is y'all laughing at? Like, it can't be that funny. Oh, but it is, honey. But it is. So I understand that when she said the whole world shuts down when y'all together. I love that. I love that. She also goes back and she ends it with the third party never being satisfied. That's just an evil ass person. And I don't even focus on people like that. I know that they exist out there. I pray that they stay far the fuck away from me and let it be. She says, but the other person is abandoning that. So your person, the person that you walked away from, or he walked away from you, either way, he or she, you guys weren't together anymore, your relationship was on the mends. She's saying that person is abandoning that third party to come into union with you. Amazing freaking read. I resonated with most of it. Again, sometimes you resonate with it, sometimes you don't. Like I said in the beginning, the energy is not gender specific. Divine feminine can refer to divine male. It can refer to male, and divine male can refer to a feminine energy. It's just, a female, but it's just in how you perceive it. Like I say, it may resonate with what's going on in your life today, or it may resonate in what's going on in your life next week. I go back and I listen to a lot of readings because, time is fluid, they say. Whenever you see it is when you see it. Sometimes I'll see it at the beginning of the month, and then mid-month I'll be like, oh, I need to go back and watch that because I think that resonates with me. Always, I say, go and check out the videos that I do snippets on. This one was Am I Tripping or Not Tarot with the Ghetto Nun. Very informative, very entertaining, super dope chick. Shout out to her for making such great videos. This is Libra Finesse, y'all. Take care.